I want to show you why Journey Together is pretty overpriced as it is right now, and I wouldn't really advise you guys buy at the current market price that these products are at. And this is even me having pre-orders like of Journey Together, so I'm really not being biased here because yesterday I did tell you guys how much I pre-ordered for, how much I bought. So I'm not really being biased here. I'm just giving my honest opinion. I think this set as of right now is overpriced. And I'm going to show you here. So there has really only been one set, I would say, that I've actually said that it's more understandable to buy over MSRP for, and that is Prismatic Evolutions. As you guys may very well know, I have stated in the past that buying over MSRP for that set, like, I think it's not the worst thing ever, depending obviously how above MSRP you are paying. But that is really the only set I've really said that for, because even Surging Sparks, it only got up to MSRP on release, but Prismatic Evolutions was an anomaly because it went over MSRP on pre-order, and Journey Together is the same thing. It is over MSRP on pre-order. However, for this set, I am really not advising guys buying over MSRP. Like I said, for Prismatic, I could understand it more because of how the set is, the set value, Prismatic Evolutions being an EV set. But for Journey Together, it doesn't make a lot of sense, to be honest, in my opinion, especially when you compare it to, in my opinion, probably the best main set in Scarlet and Violet. The prices of some of these products don't really make a lot of sense. I truly believe these prices will dip on release. Yes, I'm saying that, actually having pre-orders for the set, I think it's not going to sustain at what it's at right now, at these current prices, because especially some of these products, they just absolutely make no sense. So, booster boxes as of right now is $190. That's $30 over MSRP. I think it should probably, drop to MSRP or even a little bit below that, in my opinion, when it's released. That's just my take. I don't have any, data to support that, but just my opinion. But you can see here they are selling pretty often. Like, it looks like around 100 boxes plus pretty much every single day since they've, pretty much been offering it. And yeah, people are buying at these prices. However, I'm not advising guys buy, booster boxes at these prices. MSRP or below, I believe should be okay, because I feel like that's pretty safe, because I don't think it's going to hit like $100 a booster box, and I don't think it's going to go very, very low in the hundreds. I think the lowest it could probably go to, in my opinion, is maybe 140s. That's just me, but I think buying at MSRP isn't too risky, so I think that's okay. But at 190, it just doesn't make a lot of sense, and I'm going to explain that further here. But some more other products that I found to be super overpriced, comparing it to the booster box, are Elite Trainer boxes and booster bundles. These, comparative to booster boxes, are extremely overpriced. So, Elite Trainer boxes of Journey Together right now are pre-sailing for $90, which is very expensive, because if you think about it, if you multiply this by 2, that's how much a booster box costs, and you get half the packs. So right then and there, you can see how overpriced Elite Trainer boxes are right now, for Journey Together, and this especially I wouldn't advise buying at, because this is pretty much like a little bit over double MSRP, because I'm pretty sure main set retail is $40. I don't know if they've changed it since Sword and Shield, but I think it's $45. So this is basically double MSRP for a main set Elite Trainer box. Very overpriced. There are some people buying it. It looks like over here people did buy it when it was a little bit cheaper, but now there's still some people buying them for $90. This is extremely overpriced. Booster bundles, same thing. These are pretty much not exactly double MSRP, but they are over MSRP by a good amount. Right now they're selling for $46, and actually a decent amount is selling here, but this is another one that's extremely overpriced. Now I'm going to compare these prices right now to Surging Sparks, because I think for the most part people would agree that Surging Sparks is probably the most, the best main set from Scarlet and Violet. I think the majority of people probably would say that. And when you look at the price of these products, like for Journey Together, and you compare it to Surging, it doesn't make a lot of sense here. So Surging Sparks booster boxes, you can see, are more expensive than Journey Together. You can see here by like around $60. However, you look at other products like Elite Trainer boxes, and you see that Journey Together is actually pre-selling for more than Surging Sparks. And like I said, the booster boxes are more expensive for Surging Sparks, but for other products like Elite Trainer boxes, Journey Together is more expensive than Surging Sparks, which is why, like I say, these make no sense out of all these products, if you're going to pre-order any of them, Elite Trainer boxes don't make any sense. And the same thing with booster bundles. You can see here with Surging Sparks, right now booster bundles are selling for 45 bucks. Look at Journey Together, it's the same price. So basically, Journey Together, these two products are just as expensive or even more expensive than Surging Sparks. And right now, booster boxes of Surging Sparks is around $250, and Journey Together booster boxes are $190. So you can see there's a big disparity between the booster box prices. However, the Elite Trainer boxes and the booster bundles are basically the same price as Surging. So just right then and there, it's extremely overpriced. Doesn't make a lot of sense. So I would not advise you guys to buy these. And also when you consider Surging Sparks, like I said, I think the majority of people would probably say that Surging Sparks is like the best main set from Scarlet and Violet. When you look at the value in the set, in my opinion, it's really hard to see Journey Together beating the set value of Surging Sparks. It might be possible maybe when it first gets released, but the problem with Journey Together I've explained before is that it's a pretty small set. When you look at Surging Sparks, I believe there's 11 or 12 SIRs in here. There's a almost $500 Pikachu. There's a Latios that's in the mid 200s. There's a couple other $100+ cards, and there's just a lot of cards in the double digits. With Journey Together being like such a small set, as you can see here, there's only 6 SIRs. There's only, I believe, 13 SIRs or 13 IRs in here, at least what we've seen so far. It's just a really small set, and it's really hard to see this, set having a ton of value. So when you do compare, the product prices with Surging Sparks, and that some of them are the same price, for Journey Together as Surging, it's like buying right now at these prices, I would not advise. Like I said, it really depends how much these cards are going for, to be honest. Like, I know that's a big factor. Obviously, we don't really know that. We can see the Japanese side and try to make some guesses. But I think just looking at Surging Sparks, where it's at now, and just how much of a deeper set Surging is than Journey Together, I feel like the product prices are going to drop a good amount, which is why I would actually say for this set, you could be patient on, because, there are some other sets out there that, I would say, it could be for Team Rocket. I might actually say buying a little bit over MSRP would probably not be the worst thing, because some of those sets are super hyped, like Team Rocket, like Prismatic. Those ones more understandable to buy over MSRP. But for a set like Journey Together, there is a good amount of hate for it. I don't think all the hate is warranted, but at the same time, knowing that there is a good amount of people that are saying the set isn't that great or it's mid, which I don't believe is exactly true, but it definitely isn't as hyped up or as good as probably some other ones. I wouldn't be paying over MSRP for the set, and that's me being completely unbiased. So definitely, the prices of these cards are really going to matter and affect the prices of the products. But there only being 6 SIRs, guys, I can't see how the prices right now of these products are worth pre-ordering. Like I said, if you can buy MSRP or below, that's fine. But even booster boxes at MSRP, I don't think would be the best buy ever. But it would be 100% less risky, obviously, rather than just paying $190 right now. But I do think Journey Together, it is a good set, because when you look at other sets like Stellar Crown, Obsidian Flames, those booster boxes now are 170 to 180. Yes, Obsidian Flame's a little bit older. Stellar Crown's newer though. Stellar Crown only has 6 SIRs, I believe. Same thing with Obsidian. They only have 6 SIRs. I think they might have more illustration rares than Journey, but those sets, they're performing pretty well for only having 6 SIRs. And in my opinion, I think this set is better than Stellar and Obsidian. And for that reasoning, I think buying MSRP probably is pretty safe, knowing that those booster boxes are like 170, 180. But I wouldn't be paying much, really, or even anything over MSRP for Journey Together. So that's the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I wanted to compare it to, Surging Sparks, because that is pretty much considered to be the best main set, and how just the product prices of some of them are literally the exact same, and they're really overpriced. And I truly believe that Journey Together, at some point, probably at release, will drop down a good bit, because it is pretty overpriced as it is right now. So that's the end of this video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you on the next one.